Hi, my name is Steve Radwanski. I'm the Executive Director of Residential Life at Stockton University. My pronouns are he, him, and his. I want to spend a little time tonight talking about who I am and why I think I'd be a good fit for Vice President of Makuho. Makuho has always been a home for me. I remember going to my first conference in Lancaster. And in my first year, I remember thinking about, am I the only one dealing with sprinklers going off in the middle of the night? Or am I the only one at my university who understands the complexity of bedbugs? Well, when I went to Lancaster that year, I met so many other people and was able to build so many more relationships. And I realized, most importantly, I wasn't alone. So often at our institutions, no one really understands what we do. But when we go back to Makuho or we go to a conference, we know we're home again. Most recently, when we hosted Makuho in Atlantic City, two of my staff members who hadn't been there for a long time said to me, I forgot how important Makuho is to me, and I realized that as soon as I walk through those conference doors and see my friends, that I'm at home again. And so I want to continue to ensure that Makuho is a home for our young professionals. And one of the ways I want to do that is through financial stability. Currently, Makuho runs on revenue based on the attendance at conferences and corporate sponsorships. However, we want to ensure the long-term stability of Makuho. And I know that no one has ever won an election saying they're going to raise taxes or fees, but I'm going to give it a try. Here we go. So, I think in order to provide long-term financial stability for Makuho, we may have to look at instituting an annual membership from our institutions. And you're thinking to yourself, how can this guy say this in the middle of a pandemic? But Makuho is that important to me, and I want to ensure that it's around long after I'm gone. And so in order to do that, we need to figure out a way to create long-term financial stability for Makuho. And right now, one of the ways I'm thinking about that is through annual membership fees. Additionally, developing long-term commitments from our corporate sponsors is another area we could go in. Yes, they come to our conferences and they're in the exhibition halls, but I think we can do more to develop those long-term commitments. Because at the end of the day, Makuho can't really run conference to conference. It has, and we know that we put on some good conferences. Don't get me wrong. The conferences we have are amazing. But I want Makuho to be around for a long time after I'm gone. And in order to do that, I want to make sure that we're financially stable. Additionally, I want to look at different kinds of marketing we can do in our region as well to encourage growth in annual membership fees or dues. Additionally, I want to continue to encourage professional development. And I know we're not going to be able to see each other this year because normally I would be giving this address at Makuho, but I want to ensure that we continue to provide high quality professional development through our online means. And one way we've done that is really easy. The chief housing officers have been meeting on a weekly basis, and that has been one of the most comforting things for me during this COVID pandemic, is meeting with my colleagues. And yeah, we talk about different things we're doing in residential life, but we also get to check in with each other and see how we're all doing. I also want to tell you a little bit about myself and my leadership style. So for those of you who don't know or don't remember, we're the university that bought a casino. We had spent 6 months to a year in that casino getting it ready for students, mapping out all the rooms, and then in the middle of the housing assignment process, we learned that we couldn't use that casino anymore. And my leadership has been forged in tough situations. The next day, I had to stare down 500 angry students in the town hall and assure them that they would be okay and we would find housing for them. And we were able to do that. I've also been able to lead me and my team through this COVID pandemic. Has everything always been as easy as we thought? No. Is it always going to be this way? No. But in the next 2 years, I want to be able to be a part of Makuho and lead Makuho through these tough times and make sure we come out stronger on the other side. Because one thing we've all realized is no one's been prepared or no one would be prepared for 100-year pandemic we haven't seen in more than 100 years. And so it really gives us the opportunity to look at where we are as an organization. And so I just want to leave you with this, that my main goal is to provide financial stability for Makuho while also ensuring that it remains a home for all the folks who have been a part of it and all the folks who will be a part of it. So I want to thank you for spending a few minutes with me tonight. Be safe and stay well. And hopefully we'll all see each other soon, again, very soon. Have a great night.